I know you are ready for another mind blowing way to reuse your unused planners and planner parts. So let's jump right in because I know you're ready for it. I know you're ready for it. This tip is super simple and it can help you in achieving your goals towards getting to know yourself better. A little housekeeping before we get started. Welcome to the channel, everyone. This is Tamara the Paper and Pen Girl. And if you want content that is valuable and relevant, hit that subscribe button. So, in 2018, I am sure that we all set some goals, didn't get to meet some goals. And so for 2019, we want to level up. We want to up that ante a little bit. And this, I think, is a great DIY that will assist you in leveling up. One of the things I think we all need to do is to know ourselves, is to get to know ourselves better. If we get to know ourselves, there's so many things that we would know how to handle, know how to deal with better. And this is what this planner here that you're looking at is all about, or this journal. These are expander discs because baby is chunky. Baby is chunky. You know how we like them. We like them big. We like them chunky. You know how we like them. This is the Missmaker cover that I am using because I do have both Missmaker covers because I think that they're adorable. Yes, I do. So we're going to jump right in and I'm going to show you what's under this cover. On the left side of the page, I have written in what my two words are. There should be a third one coming, but there's two words for 2019 that I'm going to make sure that I'm working into my character, right? Character building is intentional and enough. What I'm going to try to do, everybody, is to get a live together and on a Sunday evening, do a live so we can go through the contents of this a little bit more if you got all are interested in doing that. So let me know in the comments down below if you'd be interested in me doing a live on a Sunday evening to go through this content with you. Now this top planner or journal is titled Tamara 365. And you're going to see why it is 365 when we get a little bit further inside of it. I'm sure you guys can figure out what 365 is, but you're going to see. So I did put my name on the title page, which is from the Missmaker. I have a sheet listed here of the things that I wanted to have inside of this planner, what I wanted to reflect in this planner. This is a personal development journal that I am creating. This is all about getting to know me. If I know me, then I can function better. I can function, in all the different areas of life, I can function better there. So I've inserted in here just a sheet. This is from the Another Way How to Reuse Old Planners when I made half sheets with them. Check out that video and I will have that link later on. So I use that to list what I wanted in here. I have the first few pages are set up and they have certain questions on them. They're just blank note sheets. These were from that mega box with the gold. I just love that, how luxurious that looks. And it just asks the questions. What kind of woman do I want to be? And I'd like you to answer, a question down below. Do you know yourself as well as you should? Just answer that question for me in the comment box. So what kind of woman do I want to be? What kind of servant leader do I want to be? What kind of wife do I want to be? What kind of mother do I want to be? What kind of friend do I want to be? And what kind of worker / businesswoman do I want to be? These are questions I think are important for me to be able to understand by the end of the year. I should be able to answer these. And so the answer is going to be progressive as I go along throughout 2018 and get to know myself, what my true wants are for those areas that I function in. Right here, if you have watched any of my accountability video, you know that I have 9 areas of life that I am striving to touch. Okay, I'm striving to touch these 9 areas. I may not be able to have goals in them all and work on goals in all of them, but to add to my life every single year, I want to be able to put something in these areas that I can do and do consistently. Along with these goals, and they are for me, or these areas of life, for me right here, they're listed in order of importance. Something might change down at the bottom, but the top usually is going to stay the same. And so number one is spiritual. If you look on my tab, you will see that there's a number one listed on here as well. This number is from the Planner Basics. This is from the Planner Basics. No. This is from the Dates and Holidays. And so check your dates and holidays. You should have numbers in there. Planner Basics have the bigger ones, which you'll see. This cover is from the Hand Drawn Whimsy. And if you've been watching my channel for any time, you know how much I care about my Hand Drawn Whimsy planner. So I love that. So these are the calendar pages from the Hand Drawn Whimsy. I have half sheets here from the Daydreamer line because I love the Daydreamer line. So everything in here are things that I love, that I really do like looking at. This sheet is going to be my running list of goals. So as I think of goals, I'm adding it to the list. Does not mean that I'm going to be doing all the things on this list for 2019, y'all. It just means I'm adding them to the list. I then will go through the process of taking the goals off of here and adding them onto the monthly spread as I am starting to work on them. So the first two that I've decided to start working on come January. The first is going to be my Reading the Bible in a Year plan and to complete my Praise and Worship Traveler's Notebook that I started. So in my spiritual section, these are the two things that I want to work on. These two things are supporting a larger goal, which is to become a woman of God's own heart. And I'm going to write that in. I just have not done that yet. I will also be using my something else to break down these into tiny tasks. Okay, so they're not broken down. This is just my big picture, my overall. This is what this is. So big picture overall. Turn that over. I have space here that I can now break down those big ones. What task do I need to complete for each of those? So to read the Bible in a year, I need to print out the plan and I need to write that down on my catch-all planner so that I know every day what I'm supposed to be reading. Maybe I need to schedule a specific time to be able to read. So I need to just put down in this area, so I have space for 3 particular goals if I so choose to do it this way. Then I can add in a blank sheet of paper to compensate if I decide to do more in this area that needs to be broken down. This will all be up to you how you set up your personal development journal. This here is going to be, I'm going to take a picture of myself every single month. Yeah. And that's a challenge for me too, because I don't like taking pictures. Do y'all like taking pictures? I don't. But I understand that it's not usually all about me. It's about other people, that are in my life and that they, we sometimes need to do things for them. And taking a picture is a small thing. The challenge that I've done in December, which is the 31 days of self-love, it had one day for you to take a selfie and find something just as you are. Take a selfie just as you are right at that moment and find something to love about it, something positive about it. And that really hit home for me because we criticize ourselves so bad, y'all. We criticize ourselves so bad. It's like, are you serious? And so at my women's ministry meeting, when I issued that challenge as well, I promise you will see how many falls. Everybody was like, okay, no, I can't do this then because I don't have any makeup on and I can't. So sporadically, when I think about it for the month, I'm going to take a picture, put it in here and find something inspirational and positive to love about it and write myself that note here. I can also, like in January is my son's birthday, so I could put him and just write something about him here if I so choose to include him inside of this for that. Just that little section. That's all he get. He don't get anything else but that. because this is not about him. On this part, this is like my January dashboard. My friend Trish, this portion is something that I saw Trish do in her planner. And this is where the 365 comes in. For 365 days of the year, she is going to be having a note sheet with a dashboard. She is going to be writing on her dashboard just inspiration all over it. Inspirational phrases, stickers, all that stuff she's going to have. For me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for a letter of encouragement to myself and affirmations to myself. So every single month, I'm going to be writing a letter to the woman that I'm becoming, encouraging her and making sure that she knows that she is supported by the woman that I am, if that makes sense to you. So that's what this is going to be doing for every single month. I do have the front and the back, so I have lots of space. So I can even put some wins here if I so choose to, what made me feel good. And then on this side, just, write the affirmations and the encouraging letter. On this sheet, I have labeled 1 through 31, okay? 1 through 31. I've done 2 days. This is a day, 2 days. So it's 2 days per side of this sheet of paper. I'm going to be now writing questions to ask myself, and I have to journal about these questions. So question number 1 is, what is my word of the year and why? I think a lot of times we pick the word of the year, we say why, but we don't write that stuff down in detail. For me, I did not do that for 2018, so I'm going to be doing that for 2019. My second question, what do you see when you look in the mirror? And that was important to me because of this here, the picture. I'm going back to this picture. So everything in here is relevant and really meshes together in this planner. So what do you see when you look in the mirror? Feel free to answer these questions. Feel free to take these as your own. I'm getting these questions from Pinterest, and I'm just going through. They have lots of questions you can ask yourself, and I'm going through to the one that hits to the heart of me. I'm going through the ones that have me having, give me something that's easy, but give me some depth. And then give me something that's going to cost me to be raw and honest and true and have the tissue and might have to take to a leave because I've got such a migraine headache from crying, right? Because if I want to get to know myself, I got to go deep. I can't be on the surface. And so that's what these pages are for. These pages are from the Happy Notes. And so I had them. Trish has 1 page per day, y'all. She has 1 page per day. So she has 365 pages. That's where that 365 come from. So mine is still 365. However, it's 365 2 days to a page because that's already so chunky. And to be able to do a day a page, I would need to have 2 of these. I'll need to have 2. So February, we're going to go into my personal development, and my personal development will include some self-care because it's about me. So personal development, y'all, I have 1 goal. As I think of goals that I want to put in that section, I just use a sticky and bring it in and put it down until I'm ready to, yes, it's something that I actually want to work on, not something that somebody wants me to work on, or I think I should based on something else that somebody said. What I know that I want. I'm going to write it here. I love chunky blankets, and I don't own any, and I don't know how to do any. So I'm going to knit a chunky blanket in 2019. Not only am I going to knit a chunky blanket, if it comes out good, y'all, my mama's about to get a chunky blanket. My sister's about to get a chunky blanket. My husband probably get a chunky blanket. I'll be like Oprah, you get a chunky blanket. You get a chunky blanket. You get a chunky blanket. So everybody's going to get a chunky blanket. And so that's one of the goals that I really want to do. And just thinking of doing that is already making me happy and putting a smile on my face. So when I want to do that, I'm going to take it, make chunky blanket 4, and I'll put it for myself. Because if I'm making 28 chunky blankets, no. Move forward. So February, we're going to go through the same process. Picture, say something nice. We're going to do a letter to myself, affirmation, anything else that I want to encourage myself on. I have not put the numbers on this yet. I will date these as I have time to do so. And I'll be decorating these things with some stickers. Don't get it twisted. This is for romance section, so things I could do with my hubby. Those are on there. I also will have April. I have not done anything in here for April yet. And I believe, what was in April section, y'all? What was in April section? That's number 4, family. So that was for family. So I don't have anything there yet. So I will update this as I go along and as I put more things in here. It goes to number 9. But in October, y'all, what I've done is left myself space and room to breathe. Just like the end of this year, a lot of us were frantic, running around, trying to crush some goals before the end of the year. I should have my goals, a lot of them met, excepting for the reading the Bible in a year. I should have most of those met and done by October. October, November, and December is a review quarter. This is the quarter. If I look on here, one of the things I wanted to do was review and refresh, and then have time to round up and reflect. And so October, November, December, review, reflect, and finish off any goals that I have not completed and do some reflection. Get myself ready for 2020. So I'm not rushing around like a chicken with my head cut off at the end of the year, trying to figure out what it is that I'm going to be doing. So this is how this self-development journal is going to go, and it's set up for 2019. And this is such a simple thing that can be set up year after year with the unused planner pages, etc. that we do have. Now, if you look up in the left-hand corner, I do have a playlist that has other ways that you can reuse old planner and planner parts. Please go ahead and watch that playlist for more fabulous ideas. I will see you all on the very next video. Check the description box down below for valuable links as well. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.